Founder and editor-in-chief of Krishi Jagran and Agriculture World, MC Dominic, and director Shani Dominic welcomed Lena Johansson, president of the International Federation of Agricultural Journalists IFAJ, Lindy, Botha, journalist, presenter and communication specialist, Target Communication South Africa, and Elida, Thiery, Periodista, Freelance, Argentina, South America at Krishi Jagran KJ Chaupal. They interacted with the Krishi Jagran team and members of Agriculture Journalists Association of India, AJAI. Speaking about the need for there to be more agri-journalists and youth involvement in the agriculture sector, Lindy Botha said,
"It's such a privilege for us to be here and meet so many other agricultural journalists, and I think the general comment for us was also just how young everybody is, and it's so inspiring to see the interest that you have in agriculture. As we were discussing earlier, in our country we find the younger journalists don't really know about agriculture, and we're trying to encourage them. And it's going to be wonderful to go back home and tell everybody just about the thriving industry you have here, and just learning about your organization and how forward-thinking it is. I think you should count yourselves very lucky to be in an industry and in an organization that's really thinking forward and thinking ahead for the future. And I think you have a very, very important role to play and a very powerful voice to influence agriculture in India. The type of farmers that you have here are hungry for knowledge, and you have the knowledge and you have the power to influence their thinking. You have the power to absorb information from all over the world and the best cultivation practices and give that to your farmers and elevate your farmers even further. So don't ever underestimate your voice, and don't ever underestimate how much power you have in influencing the agricultural sector.
Elida, Thiery, Periodista, Freelance, Argentina, South America agreed with Lindy Botha in her speech and spoke about her own agri-journalism journey.
We are so glad to be here, hearing what you are doing, watching what you are doing with your work every day. I just lived the journalism for my whole life. My father was a journalist, and so I have it in my blood. I am a dairy specialist since 16 years ago. I discovered this sector. It's a great space for working, for doing every day. I just want to say to you, sometimes we have bad news to tell the people. The news, every time the news are bad, but every day we have good stories to tell. Stories from the people who's doing every day something to make some things to nourishing the world. So my proposition to you is that every day you can tell something good.
Talking about the current agri-journalism scenario, Lena Johansson, president of IFAJ, said,
"We are so honorable to be here today. It's so interesting for us to see how colleagues work in India. And at home, at my daily work, I work as a company very similar to this. I write editorials and columns for a newspaper, which is the largest paper in Sweden, but it's small compared to you. And it's so interesting to see how similar everything is. You do almost the same work as we do at our company, though it's so far away. I've been a member of IFAJ since 1995 and president since 2020. But the first 2 years was really strange because of the pandemic. I was only on Zoom. So I'm so happy that I can go traveling again. And it's so nice to be in India. This is my first time in India, and it's really a beautiful country. And we have been so very well welcomed and taken care of here. So thank you.
Welcoming the guests, MC Dominic expressed his gratitude towards the guests for the session and said that Lena, Elida and Lindy are leading the path for agri-journalism, are a huge source of inspiration for agri-journalists all over the world.
One of my dreams was completed. It was a dream. I was thinking to get the global agri-communicators to India. Not for Krishi Jagran alone. We know we are working not only as a business community, we have to widen to bring the whole agri-communicators to one platform so that we can reach out to maximum people. Today we are getting the global community experience here, and the maximum who can talk about the global agri-community or agriculture is none other than Lena. And I had been a distant admirer of her for a long, because whenever I go to IFAJ website, I see her communicating, connecting with many, and I thought I will catch her up in last AGM.
COO of Krishi Jagran and the newly appointed DG of AJAI, Dr. PK Pant, concluded the session with a vote of thanks.
Agriculture Journalists Association of India, welcome you and thank you very much for being a part of KJ Chaupal. And I wish we will be a part of IFAJ and will continue support you as our editor-in-chief, Mr. Dominic said. And we would like to interact with you and will share the Indian journalism with you to sow cause internationally.
For more agri updates, keep watching Krishi Jagran Business. Thank you.